Everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. I have weird lighting in my New York home today, but we're still here with Sarah Farasia.
AB, it is the best time to be in New York. New York in the fall is just, oh my God. It really is like Sex in the City. You know, you go and you get like a bagel or you have fabulous like pumpkin spice latte high end.
I
Oh,
don't know. I don't know
walking down
what
Central
fall.
Park. Oh,
What fall is that? Because it's like 729 degrees.
really? Oh, it's been hot in New York City? Wow.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me? It's so hot.
Oh, well, I don't pay attention to the weather out there. Okay, well, no pumpkin spice latte for you yet, but I love New York in the fall. Not so much in the winter. Once in a while, it's beautiful to see the snowfall, but New York City's a wind tunnel in the winter and it's just freezing. I can't look cute in the winter. I wear long underwear around New York City. It's so cold and boots. Yeah, New York, this is the prime time.
This is the prime
Great.
time.
This in the spring. Anyway, you look great.
Thank you. Miss Denise Richards, she has broken down. Did you see this Charlie Sheen documentary, my darling?
Where do you want to begin? Charlie Sheen, Aaron Pfeiffer's tour of their rented place in Calabasas. That's a complete dump.
That's a complete dump. Sorry, everybody.
And she's confirmed to be a pop-in for been a big 2 weeks for Miss Richards. A pop-in
Um,
for season 15 of RHOBH.
well, a pop-in, I think a pop-in is like one scene total. Andy was asked about this too, and he's like, oh yeah, like Denise was there. I only know of one scene she filmed. I'm gonna be honest, you guys. I think it's one scene.
Well, that's what they kind of allude to. It's not like they make it sound like she's going to be, a big act in it. But I look, where to begin? First of all, the Charlie
She
Sheen
broke
doc.
down. She broke down in that. You see that?
Well, yeah, I mean, you had 2 kids with him, and what a wreck. I mean, he's just the documentary started out good, I thought, but by the end, I feel like they just cut so much short. Like, don't you want to know? I do in 2025. What is it like as I mean, I don't know even know if he identifies as a heterosexual man. I'd like to know that. What's it like living with HIV? Do you even notice? Like, how many pills do you take a day? Like what, like, do you have to avoid foods because that can cause like a flare up? I have so many questions about living with HIV. Like, I, I just, it was so cut short. She was great in it. I feel like she was actually one of the only people, she and John Cryer, that kind of were like really critical of him. Like, certainly the best friend there, I don't know, I think his name was Tony or something, was like, everybody needs
Charlie's a good tie, you know?
everybody needs a good friend like that. But very fascinating to me that Emilio and Martin Sheen wouldn't be in it. I thought that was very telling. And because they had this whole
Did
line
they
about
just say, like, we're not interested?
no, supposedly, I mean, look, Martin Sheen is 85. So, does he want to sit down? I'm sure it took hours to film all that. But, he didn't really, he says he wanted Charlie to tell his own story. Emilio kind of backed up his dad. I don't know. I thought that was interesting to me. This is Charlie Sheen's 60. He could live 35 more years. But I'm just saying this is kind of like a reset for him, a life legacy.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they didn't want to, they had no public comment. I don't know. And I mean, I think they're burnt out from him. I mean, he would be an exhausting person to be around. Maybe a little less now just because he's like getting older. But I thought she was gorgeous in it. She was great. I want to know, he has a terrible relationship with his kids. Brooke Mueller looked not sober, which was very sad in the doc, I thought. Now I know again, I don't want to project. Okay, I should take that back because I know Brooke Mueller describes herself as a stage 4 addict. Like it's not a matter of if I'm going to relapse, it's when. Like she struggles so hard with addiction. So, it just, I don't know. Thank God for Denise. She was great in it. And I thought she
And
really
she
was
broke
like,
down. I thought I was very
yeah,
sad for her.
well, she's the one that got him to realize he had HIV to go in. She's like, dude, you sweating like this and like the severe exhaustion, like you don't have the flu, sweetie.
They've been through a lot.
Yeah, I hope he reconciles with Sammy Sheen. He says she was the reason he got
She
sober.
got emotional. She broke down too. She got emotional about that. She had no idea her father got sober because of her.
I don't know. I want to know so many things. I mean, and did those girls, Sammy and Lola, I mean, did they have a relationship with their uncles? Did they have a relationship with Martin Sheen?
No, I don't think so. Doesn't seem like it. I mean, does it? I mean,
No, no. Sammy Sheen comes on and says, "Well, I have family, but not really, no family that acts like one." I mean, no, she throws them all under the bus. She basically says, Denise is around, but that's it. So it's like,
yeah, it's
oh.
not
Okay.
good.
But I did understand the sibling rivalry between Sammy and Lola more in that documentary because Charlie said basically from the time they were young, Emilio and Charlie always were competitors. And I'm sure it bothered. I mean, Emilio's a huge star, but Charlie Sheen at his height was the biggest star. So they really had a tough relationship because, they let fame and fortune and jealousy and who was more popular, I think, rule their relationship for so many years. So I understand because Sammy always comes on TikTok and says she and Lola they don't really
It's not
have
so
any
good.
close.
Yeah.
It was good. Anyway,
Um,
it's an interesting week for Denise Richards. What do you think?
Interesting week for Denise Richards. I felt bad for her, but I find having met her many times and having met Charlie
Yeah.
Sheen, they're both not like it's like meeting Tori Spelling. They are normal people. As crazy as that sounds. You know what I mean? There's no media. I mean, they are media savvy, of course, but meeting Denise is just, she lets it all, like, even there in the documentary where she was like, no, 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 you're shooting a fucking documentary. You don't have to stop the cameras just because I'm emotional. This is life. Like, that is, I like that. Remember, she's the ragamuffin who just bops around in jeans while the rest of them I'm Dorit and fucking glam for 3 hours. She's kind of like I mean, as crazy as it is, like Tori Spelling, Denise, Charlie, they're kind of like normal people if you speak to them one on one.
How was
As
meeting Charlie? Because you went to his book signing here in Was it California or was it New
it was
York?
LA, but now I'm back here and I might go to another one. I mean, Charlie's an interesting
Oh, there's
look,
no
what a life. I've
normal.
slept with men. I did this drug. I did that drug. So what? Do. It's very interesting. Um,
Isn't that so? I hope we've come a long way. It's different for men though than it is for women. And certainly because of his career and being on like Two and a Half Men, which was a, CBS straight lace show. He couldn't admit that he'd slept with men, but I'm like, you could even tell it was so like difficult for him. I'm like, if I'd slept with women, I'd be like, well, what can I say? I mean,
keep it
freebasing
quiet.
cocaine. I'd be like, well, look, I freebased cocaine. And
And
I don't know who I did. I think I did a dog. It's like, right? I mean, you're free, but like it's not like people make good choices when you're freebasing coke. I mean, it's like, well, yeah, of course he had sex with men. He didn't know if he was Monday or Sunday.
it's a lot going on. Speaking of Dorit, I think, look, maybe I'm being a super sleuth here. I think Dorit